Check, check. What's up, folks? Dave Oz is in the house already. Our number 13, rank 13, top chat chefs in the world of YouTube. Dave Oz right there in TV2 Live's chat. Come over and say hello. Grab some recipes from Dave. He's always happy and interested in hearing what you guys are cooking at home. So, yeah. Dave, how the hell are you, brother? I am still trying to wrap my head around the fucking shit show that was yesterday. It's just amazing, right? Absolutely fucking amazing. I'm gonna get my mic right. Yeah, one of these days. I gotta get my mic condom straight. Yeah, maybe. I can see this is gonna be a rough day. All right, so maybe Dave left already. If you guys have any chefing questions, you'll have to hold off on those, I guess. Is that how, any chefing questions, cooking questions? I want this thing right in my face, but not covering my gorgeous face. Yeah, I said that. I said that. So what do you guys think? Is it time for a revolution yet? I told our sexy friend, Mr. Putin, the good Putin, that, or I asked him what his thoughts were on a constitutional crisis, what defines that. Working outside the law. Duh, TV, which is, hard to disagree with that. I think that makes plenty of sense. And, just every time somebody breaks a law, we don't revolt. But so I guess that's was kind of my question. I wasn't clear enough about the resolution I was looking for. So yeah, man, I don't know. I mean, do we just sit back and let Trump continue to do? I mean, if he's working within the side of the law, which he isn't, not on everything, shouldn't be working outside the law on anything. Yeah. I figured everybody would probably be busy this afternoon. Is it afternoon now? Yeah. I know I don't look like it or feel like it or probably sound like it. Even though I did nothing but rest yesterday. Well, I don't know if I streamed anything. I don't think I did stream anything yesterday. Oh, yeah, the fucking Zelenskyy. The Trump Vance ambush show. So, yeah. I see we had another couple more people come in and out. I probably have Sin over there in here lurking. Obsessed. Fucking dumb bitch. Fucking wants to sit there and say that we miss her. It's like she unblocked a bunch of my accounts yesterday just so when I log into them, she can block them again. Fucking dingy broad. I know it's terrible that I talk like that, but it has nothing to do with her being a female. Just a fucking dipshit. Dimwit sin. Sorry, just reading text from a buddy. Him and the old lady are at the hospital. Yeah. I don't know if Mercy's here in Muskegon. I guess. I think. Yeah, they wouldn't have to go all the way to. So, anyways, my buddy, she's getting a MRI done, which I don't know what for. The hubby didn't tell me yet, but um, I think I think they can get them done at the local hospital. Hopefully she's all right. She has some fish. She takes good care of herself in the sense that she does a lot of. She eats all organic food. She doesn't like do any, like talking meat, everything. She doesn't fuck around. Though I don't know. I don't know how many like supplement. I don't think she's big into supplements, which I don't blame because a lot of them, vitamins and shit, don't. You know, your body only absorbs like a small percentage of them or some bullshit. Mac, what's up, my brother? It's good to see you. Happy Saturday. No, not my wife, Dave. No, Mrs. V is off working her tail off. No, my buddy. They're not married, but they're working on it. They've been together for a few years. Yeah, Dave says he had an MRI scan after his first seizure. Turns out he don't have claustrophobia. I do have claustrophobia, but I was so wrecked when I was having my MRIs back in like 2004. I was going through a lot of shit. I had a bunch of surgeries done on my arm and hands, on my left arm, both my hands. Yeah, and I thought, Dave, I fell asleep in there. That's how exhausted and stoned I was on all the fucking drugs and shit and just worn out from the pain. Like, I got in there and he's like, we'll play some music for you. And obviously, they're fucking loud. And he's like, you got to sit real still. And I fucking flinched from falling asleep. And he's like, oh, you must have moved. We gotta start it over. He's like, try to sit real still. And I'm like, I fell asleep. He just looked at me like, how the fuck did you fall asleep in that noisy ass thing? That's how I am now. It's like I don't fucking get any rest until I'm completely exhausted and then I pass out hard and it's still only for a couple hours, but I'll wake up after 3 or 4 hours of not moving, which never happens, and I feel fucking great. Nothing, Mac. Just chilling, brother. How about you? I had Saturday chill stream up for the title, and then I remembered what a bunch of fucking dickweeds Trump and Vance were yesterday. And I'm like, I'm hammered down on these fucks every day. I wish I had the energy to get here, sit up here on the mic every day. I've been thankful that there's been hearings and, all this other crap, crazy pressers and whatever. So I've had something to stream because, man, days go by where I love talking to you guys, but I hate fucking sitting here always having to worry about not picking my nose and, if I want to fucking start smoking meth on cam, I can't do it. Yeah, so just a bunch of fucking, really fucking bonkers, disgusting people. I mean, I give you an example, or you could just go to the White House chat and see examples hand over fist. Disgusting little rats. I am all about pissing in their Cheerios every fucking morning. Max says, Brian Taylor Cohen has an amazing interview posted with James Tallarico. I love that dude. He is good. Like, I've been watching him not forever, but for about a year now. And I started watching him because he was good, right? He brought good shit, but man, is he in the zone. He is like so comfortable and dead on and has the best fucking guests every fucking day. He's posting a couple posts, right, of good shit. That dude's good. And the same way with Pac-Man. You know what I appreciate is that all our, a lot of our Democrat elected officials are, employing these folks' knowledge in a sense, right? Like, Pac-Man's been doing interviews with, like, Hakeem Jeffries, for instance, and, Dave says, I'll check that out anyway, Mac. I'm sub to him. I usually watch all my Pac-Man and BTC stuff around 2 in the morning or something after I'm done yapping with you guys forever. I go through and start watching Pac-Man episode, anything I miss from him. Like I said, BTC usually posts a couple times a day. Dave said, I got a tooth filling when I went into the MRI. I couldn't help but wonder if it'd get sucked out of my head, but they don't use ferrous metals. No, yeah, it's usually, I can't remember. Yeah, well, you know what, Dave, because I worked in metal finishing. And that was, in fact, why I was in there, because I chewed my, guys probably can't see it. I got a nice fucking zipper right there from where they tore into my elbow a couple times. But I worked in metal finishing, so you would have, microscopic metal embedded in your eye and not know it because it's so small, and then you get it and they worry about that shit, like just fucking with all of a sudden pulling it all out at the same time and making your eyes bleed or some bullshit. I don't know, but yeah, that was my only concern, was because I had been working in metal finishing, but most of what I worked with was aluminum, but still we did do steel in the shop too. Max says, James Tallarico is telling us how the left is conceding to a winnable battlefront. Winnable. He's the only preacher I can listen to. Dave says, yeah, I like Conan and Pac-Man. Fred, what's up, my brother? Fred says Elon is already prepping the excuses for a negative GDP. Oh yeah, they're crashing the economy. And I don't know why that is. There has to I mean, there's you guys have heard me hammer down on this so many times. It's like there's always a motive for anything anyone does, whether it's power, just personal vendetta, money, right? Hold on a minute, guys. I gotta blow my nose. I'm getting fucking. It was cold up here and it was warm downstairs, and now my nose is going crazy. Hang on. All right, I'm back. Sam the fireman in the house. What's up, brother? Peace to you. There we go, my big old fucking Dutch schnoz. Seriously, the fucker's like a goddamn semi truck. Sam says he's off the next 3 days. Cheers to that. Nothing like a nice vacation or a little mini an extra long weekend. Watching that WWE show today. Is that some sort of wrestling thing? I don't do that anymore. I don't wrestle anymore. I wrestle the wife whenever she'll let me, and then that's about it. Me and Dave have these conversations every once in a while. When I was 14, I went to one. I don't know what the big time wrestling was called back then. WEF or WWF maybe. They had Gordon Soley calling all the matches back then, and God, who'd I see? I seen Dusty Rhodes and Michael Hayes, which that's a pretty fucking iconic combo right there. And they wrestled Buzz Sawyer and somebody else, and I can't remember who. Seen the Samoan twins at that show or wrestling match, and I think Kabuki. So that was it. It was like not bad, right? Dusty Rhodes, Michael Hayes, the Samoan twins, and Buzz Sawyer. So and Kabuki, but the other ones are bigger names. Kabuki was one of the first kind of what would you call it? Just a fucking gimmicky thing. Oh, World Wildlife Foundation. I had no idea that was the reason. Max says Biden never had to make excuses for a negative GDP. Fred says, Dave, the largest benefactor of government spending, and he is stealing the Verizon contract. Yeah. Right. You know what I was thinking, Fred? Eminent domain, brother. Right? I think that applies to more than just property. I'm pretty sure it applies to intellectual property as well. I say that once Trump is gone, the United States government seizes control of Starlink. What do you guys think? It's got to be. I'm sure that it's possible within the law. I'm sure of it. I say we seize because Starlink's a pretty good deal. I mean, it can be used for a lot of shit, and I don't think any one person should be controlling that kind of fucking massive, infrastructure that we as a country, as, supposedly the greatest, force in the world, that we're dependent on, right? We shouldn't have that. I think I thought about this the other day, and I haven't mentioned it to you guys yet or in chat anywhere. I say that we look into seizing Starlink. I'm not even fucking joking. Not even a little bit. Yeah, SpaceX, that's fine. They can seize that too. But Starlink is obviously a really good, important system in a lot of ways. And there's no way or we just need the government, after we get rid of Trump, we need to invest in some other company that can do exactly what Starlink's doing. And then, we got to have competition. It's a fucking monopoly. Is not Elon the only one who owns any sort of system like this in the world currently? It's insane. Jay, what's up, brother? Jay says, remember the gorgeous ladies of wrestling. All the women your mom warned you about was on during Saturday morning cartoons. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Dave says, craziest thing I saw on WWF days was Jake the Snake Roberts letting his Cobra devenomized, but apparently still had fangs from the bleeding bite the arm of Macho Man Randy Savage. Yeah. Snap into a Slim Jim. Yeah, I know Ukraine relied on Starlink, right? And that's the thing, right? Like, we can't have this son of a bitch deciding just to when he wants to turn shit on and off. Well, he can, but I say no government contracts. Like, if this son of a bitch wants government contracts, he needs to completely allow a third party, neutral party, to control all aspects of that Starlink while under contract. It's insane. I know there's a lot of this. I know we thought that there would be a lot of just insanity that we have to deal with, you guys, but I'm positive that none of us seen some of this shit coming, right? There's just no way. How could we possibly guess? You know why? Because we're not fucking evil people. So we don't have these ideas in our head about what kind of fucking chaos and destruction we can cause to make a few dollars, right? So, of course, we didn't see some of this shit coming. Fred says Starlink is being investigated for the Ukraine Starlink deal. Amazingly, that the case has just recently dropped. Yeah. Seize that son of a bitch. I am irate, you guys. I hope I don't freak any of my close chat buddies out either. I was pretty pissed off, but I'm not sitting here seething and tearing my walls down, but I was bent, as I'm sure all you guys were. Not only because they really treated another world leader in need. His people are dying. His children are dying. He's got to deal with their families, not Trump. Trump had a fucking goddamn mushroom hard on to steal their fucking minerals. That's what really infuriated me yesterday. And I've said this to you guys before. Trump is completely without emotion. He is. Unless it's anger, clearly, right? But he has no empathy, no sympathy, absolutely no sense of, he has no social cues whatsoever. This is about how I was yesterday. Just almost beside myself. Because it's like, is it okay for me to sit here? Yeah, you can't go harming people and shit, but god damn it. Aren't they? Aren't they hurting people? It's like, I don't know about our system sometimes, you guys. We can't have a dictator because that wouldn't make it any better. We can't have a king. That would just lessen our rights and freedoms and power as citizens, as a whole. how do we let this son of a bitch, it's not right that a president who got barely a majority of votes, but certainly not a majority of the country's backing, just control everything that we want to fund. You know, it's very hard, very hard. Max says, Me Too TV all the live long day. Fred says they set up Zelenskyy as an excuse to cut off aid. Right, that's what I see now. You know, Putin had suggested that early yesterday, and I'm like, yeah. He's like, man, TV, Vance really blew this. And I'm like, I know, but... And I get that. Vance was the one that fucking notched up the temperature immediately in that meeting. And did you guys... I thought I was going to... Oh, my God, I almost punched my fucking TV at 4 o'clock this morning, you guys. Did you guys see the clip with Marjorie Taylor Greene's fat-ass fucking boyfriend? Did you guys see that? That dude needs his fucking ass kicked. Zelenskyy was ambushed, and he was piled on by one fucking dumbass fucking disgusting Trumper after another. Was he not? I mean, to ask a fucking president in the middle of a war why he isn't dressing sharper? Fucking eat a salad, you fat son of a bitch. Did you see this guy's stomach? Marjorie Taylor Greene's boyfriend's gut hanging out over his belt? Like, he looks... I mean, what a fucking slouch. What a disgusting fucking slob. You can put on all the fucking nice fucking suits and put all the makeup on a fucking disgusting pig you want, and the disgusting pig is still Marjorie Taylor Greene's boyfriend. I'd kick you in the fucking pussy, you fucking dick. Fred says, popular vote, Trump would have never won the first time and would be gone. Right. Jay says, I never wear a costume after this war will finish. Maybe something like yours. Maybe something better. Zelenskyy. Yeah, exactly. After being scolded by RVA news reporter who never scolded Musk. Yeah, T-shirt and baseball cap in the Oval Office. Dave says, TV, I appreciate Americans' patience over the next few days. Enemies are having a wet dream while allies are getting kicked in the teeth. I know. You know how we feel, Dave, as Americans. You know our opinion and what we think about that, how disgusting it is, how frightening it is. I mean, if I was in any other country in the world, I'd be worried about my safety. I'm not immediately worried about it because we are still a pretty fucking healthy, strong country, but we're alone now. We're basically alone. I mean, I don't see how, and I know that once we have a Democrat president back in office that we will immediately, our relationships with places like Oz and UK and France and Germany and, so on, that, and Ukraine, all those will come back together very quickly. They really will. And I'm sure you guys know that too. It's just until that happens, it's a world of difference, right? Fred says Marjorie Taylor Greene's boyfriend clip was part of the setup. Right. Oh, Fred says Trump winked at him after that question. Yeah, all they wanted to do is get him back on his heels and then start the attacks. There's no doubt about it. Get him real. And it's like, you could tell Zelenskyy was like, what in the fuck, It's like I'm in the middle of the war and you got this fuck up asking me about what I'm wearing? What the fuck is going on? It's disgusting. I don't know if Zelenskyy was allowed to have any of his fucking people in the room at all next to him, but wow. A president using the Oval Office because he's such a fucking coward. Like, Trump had to have every one of his people around him to fucking muster up the courage to run his fucking mouth. Like, I tell you what, you guys, and I'm not even joking. Zelenskyy could have fucking knocked his fucking jaw off, and as all would have happened is Secret Service would have tackled him and sent him home. There would have been no charges. He's a fucking diplomat. There would have been no charges. They would have let it go. Unless maybe Trump was seriously, seriously injured. But even then, I just think he should have. He should have broke his fucking fat fucking jaw. God damn it. Yeah, Max says Zelenskyy should ask why they're wearing makeup. Fred says Retzi said something about the Washington rumor mill was saying Trump and was mad Zelenskyy wasn't wearing a suit. Yeah, that's odd. I don't get it. You know what? I don't know. I almost think like, and if we're not that any of us are that shallow, but like if there's some sort of consideration about image from the Trump side or angle, like I would think a suit and tie would make him look weaker as a war president. I do. He's not. It isn't fucking. He isn't just hanging out in his office. You know what I mean? These days, doing fucking stupid shit like Trump does. Wes says, "Oh no, not anymore analyzing stuff, huh?" Well, Wes, there's other YouTube channels. You know how I feel, brother. I don't have no patience for bullshit. Everybody's welcome to come in here and criticize the show, even you, buddy, but don't expect me to sit quiet. I'll tell you exactly why you can go ignore all that's going on, and I don't have to. I don't have to ignore it. I can analyze this shit 24/7, Wes, and you'll always have the option not to be here listening to me. Always. Nobody will ever, ever force you to be here if you think me analyzing the situation is annoying. You know what I mean? I don't have no patience for the stupid shit, dude. I don't. Wes, I appreciate your input on a lot of stuff, but I don't know, man. You think it's all a fucking joke and that it's just two sides at each other? Good for you. You can sit on the fence. And I apologize if I was a little rough, but I don't have no patience for this bullshit anymore. If you can't fucking clearly see how fucked up shit really is, and especially with what happened yesterday, we should all be irate. The way I sound right now should just be like considered way toned down. Like we should all just be raising holy hell. That's how I feel about it. Might take me a minute to get that up, Dave. Hold on. What do we got here, Dave? Trump's fines and settlements over the years. 1975, undisclosed federal racial discrimination settlement. 1988, 750K antitrust lawsuit. 1990, 750K defamation. 1991, 200K. I'm not going to read through all these. There's, there's a bunch of them. There's good 30, 40 of them, it looks like. I can't, yeah. At least one a year and then some. Yeah. Thanks for the shares, Dave, as always. Yikes. Fucking bitches. All right, now I got. All right, I gotta get back. I got. Now I'm gonna have this shit fucking doubling up. Trump brought up 200 million in missiles, acting like it saved Ukraine. Yeah, what did Vance? God, there was so much going on there. It's very hard to think that it wasn't pre-planned. I mean, because shit don't just fucking all of a sudden blow up like that in these kinds of meetings. But again, I don't know who I was talking to about that. But again, it's like, well, we're not dealing with a normal administration, though, in any level. So, I mean, yeah, you could say even, it'd be easy to look at the Trump administration and go, look, he's fucking nuts, but he's always kind of maintained somewhat of a diplomatic or professional disposition, even though his language or whatever, may say otherwise. But this was nothing like that. The normal Trump bullshit. Max says Trump also stated that we have given Ukraine 350 million. Yeah, he stated that a bunch of times, and it's like 183 billion is the total. It's not even close to that, but all the stupid maggots repeating it like fucking lies. Yeah. Yeah, he said 350 billion a bunch of times, and the total is 183 billion. Yeah, I think Jay says take credit for 100 billion, not 180 billion, not 350 billion. Yeah, and the EU has given 203 billion or something like that. Yes, that would be more like it. Fred says 350 billion is US and EU combined. Shocker there, right? That makes more sense. That's exactly the number, too. Yeah. So that's where Trump's getting. He's just a dick. And you know what? The Trumpers are even worse. They're just, we figured it out, you guys, that they're not stupid as we thought. They're not bright, but they're not dumb. They're not as dumb as they pretend to be. Like I guess that's their excuse. Like if they think, hey, we can just pretend to be dumb and then nobody will ever be able to accuse us of being sick fucks, But they are. They are sick fucks. Wes says transactional autocrat. Definitely an autocracy, dude. Autocracy, kleptocracy, and then there's some new one that I can never remember. I know Jay and Mac probably know what it is, Fred. Dave says the only fine I've ever had to pay is $400 for a minor traffic infringement a few months after getting my license. Trump consumes them like his Adderall. $400 isn't minor traffic infringement, Dave. Jesus, what did you destroy? Maybe you guys have hefty fines in Oz. A minor traffic infraction here would be like $70-$80. I think Mrs. V got one for speeding last year sometime or the year before. She's had... I don't think I've had a speeding ticket since I was a teenager. I've had various other tickets. Not lots. We're pretty good about not being idiots on the road, but Mrs. V has a lead foot. Dave says, I also don't know any rapists. I also don't know anybody with one felony crime, let alone 43. You do know one person with a felony, Dave. I have a felony. It's not that Dave, trust me, you probably know more than one person with a felony. Trust me. I would not be surprised if at least two other of my moderators, and I'm not saying that I know who might have. Felonies aren't that. I mean, it's easy enough to avoid getting a felony if you just be a good citizen. But yeah. It happens, man. Trust me. And it doesn't have to be a violent crime or robbery or, weapons involved or any of that shit, or drug trafficking. All kinds of different ways to get one. Jay says the biggest loss for Ukraine is U.S. satellite imaging. Yeah. Oh, so they're not, so they don't have that anymore. So, like, do you guys know, just because the U.S. is done helping Ukraine with any aid, do you guys know if, like, does that mean the Starlink use gets cut off and all that too? Max says he got fined for fishing without a license when he was 18. Yeah, that can be a big deal too, right, Max? Certainly here in Michigan, I told my kids, like, you don't want to fuck around. If you don't have a fucking fishing license, you'd be lucky if you just get a fine, but they'll be taking all your equipment, like all your poles, tackle, anything you have with you, at least here in Michigan. At that time, you're going to have, there's a chance you could go in front of a judge, and you may lose your fishing rights or your ability to have purchase a fishing license for a year, 2 years, 3 years. We do not fuck around with environmental protection laws around here. That's for sure. And I'm sure like it's like that in most every state. Max says felonies are not as common in Australia. I mean, these people that bungee jump without a rope. How do you bungee jump without a bungee? Max says back then fishing without a license was just $25 in court costs. Oh, I see. Probably much more stricter now then, huh? Yeah, now they will take your vehicle. Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah, Dave has it. Kakistocracy, where you employ the least qualified people to run the government. Well, we've done that. Wes says Zelenskyy meet to Trump, and Trump went off saying you have no cards or position to say that. I went off laughing at the idiots. Yeah. Yeah, they're trying to dictate, they were a bunch of big fucking, oh, you must treat me the way I insist you treat me. It's like, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck your fucking Oval Office. There's nothing fucking, it's not a goddamn sanctuary. There's nothing fucking, I'm drawing a blank on the word, fuck the fucking Oval Office. It's a goddamn room in the fucking president's residence. That's it. That's how I look at it. It's like, do I think, it's the same way with a flag. I don't give a fuck. You won't ever see me burning a flag. You won't ever see me not giving a fuck if I took one down about dragging it on the ground. That's not going to happen. But you're also never going to see me say, oh my God, they're burning a flag. Who gives a fuck? It's a goddamn red, white, and blue rag. That's what it is. And as all flags do, and I've said this before, is they just say, look at us. We're different than you. Tell me how that's a good thing. Tell me how that's a good thing. It does nothing but fucking scream, we're different. We're separate. This is division. So, yeah, I think it was just a crock of shit. I think they were just looking for every angle they could to start beating up on Zelenskyy. And so, oh, you can't come in here and tell us what, if you have cards to play or not. It's like, look, motherfucker, you can say and fucking act any way you want. And when I get sick of it, I'm going to go back to Ukraine, and I'm still going to fucking run this war, this country, exactly the way I think is best, no matter what you and your whole fucking room of fucking tag team and fucking dildos have to say about it, right? Dave says, I think we'll have to wait to find out the military assistance implications of Connell aiding with Putin, siding with Putin. Yeah. Wes says, right now you can picture Russia moving tanks. Max says, the Oval Office was the most powerful office in the world, but Trump ruined that in less than 10 minutes. Yeah. Songbird, what's up, sister? Song says, hey there, TV and friends. Those idiots yesterday harmed our security as well as the security of the Baltic nations and the EU. How disgusting, hateful, ignorant, stupid, especially Vance. Oh, yeah. That's why none of these fucking dickweeds want Vance. 2027, you guys. Spring of 2027. Right now we have 611 days, 9 hours, 37 minutes, and 52 seconds until midterms. And so I say, and that's November 3rd, 2026. I say 2027 because on January 6th, 2027, when the new Congress starts, we need to have control of it. And we need to have control of the Senate at that time, too. Songbird says Putin probably got out the champagne after hearing about what happened. Oh, for sure. For sure. Just want to take a second to welcome all you folks to the Saturday stream. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up or down. Share with those you love and those you don't. Subscribe and ring the all bell for all kinds of different live streams. Sometimes you get stuck with my ugly mug on the screen. Sometimes there's hearings and interviews and press conferences. Sometimes we do natural disasters, protests live, police chases. I try to bring anything that might be of interest or something to yap about. Any reason to get you guys together, quite honestly. So do that because the host appreciates any interaction you guys have with the stream, and it does help the channel. So thank you. Song says the U.S. has officially gone to the other side. Yeah, it's really disgusting, Songbird. I don't know what to do. I mean, for fuck's sake, what was that? Maybe one of you guys can make it clear for me. There was a UN vote a couple weeks ago where we voted, and I don't know what it was, fucking 90 plus countries voted one way, and we were part of voting another way with only 18 other countries. Those 18 other countries were North Korea and Russia and China and Israel, actually, it was, oh my God, how disgusting, right? Just, I think even Turkey, voted opposite of us on that one, so it's crazy. Anyway, Songbird says, if the budget passes, I guess as well as everyone else who is on Medicaid out on the streets, I was wondering how I can live in my SUV with 3 cats. Oh my God, Songbird, don't say that, sister. I mean, well, you gotta let us know. We would do whatever we can as far as, help and promote any sort of GoFundMe for you or whatever if the things get that serious. Jim, what's up, brother? Hope we find you in less and less pain today. Jim says, welcome back to sanity, folks, now existing in an absolute shit show world. Yeah. Max says he was going to move in with Song. Well, there you go, you guys. You could get a place together. I don't know where Songbird is or how close she is to Mac, but there you go. Roomies for survival. I don't know what we're going to... I mean, I don't know how things are going to change for me. As you guys know, I basically work for myself, and so I have some stuff lined up coming up in the next 2 weeks, as long as the weather stays the way they say it's going to. But that shit can change, right? Like I deal with individuals, customers, and I don't have a bunch of corporate accounts, good or bad. Like corporate accounts, they're bigger money, but when they cancel, you're losing bigger money. So, oh, Max says no. He's gonna move into the SUV with her. Wes says whatever happens, he'll be fine. That's good, brother. I think a lot of people will be fine, Wes, but there's going to be a lot of people that won't be. Um, we're not going to be out in the street ever because we own our house free and clear. So, but is it, if shit don't change, like if prices continue to go up, and maybe I'm not able to maintain some of the jobs that I already have lined up, right? Because I expect that. Like I go into this shit and have for years now thinking that I could be right the night before my job, I get these jobs going or whatever, and they could all cancel. I could have 90% of them cancel. That's not likely to happen. But I plan for that, right? Because for one, I don't want to be fucking depressed, and two, I don't want to be fucking broke. Song says she suspects there'll be many people out on the street. It's gonna get more difficult for a lot of folks. I mean, I can't believe that he hasn't done away with the Affordable Care Act as it sits. Like that'll be 40 more people back with, off from any sort of medical insurance protection. Yeah, we were just heading in the right direction, Like I was pissed, you guys, not pissed, but it's always been discouraging that we haven't been able to get to a full 100% of Americans covered 100% costs on medical insurance. And there's some other shit too, that we were starting to get, where we could start pushing the important issues again because we weren't having to clean up messes from a wannabe fucking dictator. What you got, Jay? I don't see a video. Is this a? I don't see a video, Jay, but a Trump Zelenskyy meeting. Yeah, I do like that cartoon though. Thanks, brother. See that? See that right there? Join the conversation and create an account. Oh, is that is this Blue Sky? It is. I do have an account. Oops, now you guys can see my email, but you can't see. Oh my god. Dude. I wasn't expecting that. Oh man, I didn't know I had to sign in to see it, Jay. That's fucking hilarious. Can we just loop this all day? Fucking Jesus Christ. He could have, man. He could have just fucking decked his ass and he would have got fucking tackled by the Secret Service and sent home. That would be it. You guys know I'm telling the truth. All right, you guys can go check out TV2 Live on Blue Sky. I think that's my name over there, probably TV2 Live. All right, looks like I got Bill finally caught up with us and Roy. Holy crap, I got all kinds of people following me, you guys. Mason Soares. And Angela. That's probably our Angela. Grift Report. Retzi. Laura. Another Laura. Wow. There's Fred. I think I caught up with Fred a while ago. Sweet. Thanks, guys. I'm going to. I got to try and get over there more, but I get pretty busy with the YouTube channel, even though that's no excuse. God damn it, Jay. That's good shit. Wham! Take that, you fucking bitch. Our fucking genius, how do you say your name? Yarrington? Yarrington says if he punched Trump, America would cut funding and Ukraine would be gone in a day. Hey, genius, you know that fucking America cut funding, right? Do you know that, you fucking dick? Do you know that's what the meeting was about, whether funding was going to continue or not? You fucking dipshit. Why do you people bother fucking running your fucking dick sucker when you have no idea what's going on? Yank off 10 or whatever. Why? Why do you bother coming into a channel like this where the host is just going to rip your fucking ass? I'm sick of you people. You guys are enablers. Hitler was just a short, angry guy without people like you. And that's all Trump is a fucking 6'4", fucking 300 fucking pound of fucking chunk of fucking flab. That's all he is without people like you. Nothing. Just a pissed off fucking loser. Just like you, Yankington. Fucking dick. Get the fuck out of here with your bullshit. Cut funding. You're a fucking... Do you realize? Are you sitting there now thinking, oh yeah, I guess I didn't realize that America wasn't funding Ukraine anymore. Maybe the host is right. Maybe I should have fucking thought about what I was saying before I fucking came in here running my mouth, making myself look like a complete fucking idiot. An ill-informed idiot. Because that's what you look like. Fucking ill-informed idiot. Wes says, cause doctors don't work for $500 a visit. Yeah. Songbird says, I'll be getting Blue Sky soon. I have X, but I only go on for one account there. Yeah, I deleted my X Twitter account a while ago. Jay says you should put that in a music video, TV. I like that idea, Jay. I'm definitely going to save that one. That was good stuff. Jim had to take a minute to ponder my comment there to yank often. Jesus. I'm sorry. I apologize, you guys, if I get a little cringy to listen to, but I mean, I know you're not like, well, TV, you're wrong. Just, I know, I could probably reel it in a little bit, but what a fucking stupid thing to say. If Zelenskyy punched Trump in the face, then sure as hell he wouldn't be getting any funding, so let him go ahead and try it. You know, that's been my whole point, Yankington, since yesterday. Like, who gives a fuck? I don't think, Zelensky's It sucks. And I tell you what, Zelenskyy would do it just as well as any of us people who actually have hearts. Like, I would eat shit to save the children of my country, right? I would eat Trump's shit to save the children of my country. He was. Even though he spoke up, he was still taking their fucking bullshit because he knew what was at risk and what was, what he was there for. But that doesn't mean you sit there and let people run all over you verbally. I mean, for fuck's sake, how do you not have respect for someone like Zelenskyy to sit where you should have right up until yesterday, but if you didn't, yesterday should have changed that. I mean, Trump is a fucking goddamn moron, loser. He's disgusting. He's disrespectful. He doesn't deserve respect. But no matter what, and I mean, I've said this, and I wouldn't give a fuck. I would love to be in a greeting line for Trump, so when he wanted to put his hand out to fucking shake my hand, I could fucking tell him to fuck off. Because I would. Does that make me a big old tough guy? No, it doesn't. But you know what? Zelenskyy has honor, and he didn't sit there. He knew it was going to be rough anyways, but he had no idea they were going to fucking ambush and attack him the way they did. And that's exactly what it was, and he fucking handled it way better than I would have. Yeah, Song says Zelenskyy met with UK Prime Minister yesterday. Yeah, I heard Starmer again today standing up and clearly confirming that he supports Ukraine 100%. Trump's bullshit. Or I even heard maybe some social media hack saying something about, well, Starmer kind of, tried to remain neutral. And it's like, I don't recall that. I streamed the Starmer Trump presser, and I didn't really see him kissing Trump's ass at all. I think he probably, if people would think it through, Starmer probably remained as neutral and without poking Trump at all, because he knew that maybe even Starmer himself, his disposition and attitude and mindset was also going to affect Trump's opinion on how much, whether Ukraine should be getting funding or whatever it is, however that deal was going to work out, right? Like, if Starmer sat there and said, yeah, Trump, you're absolutely right, and blah, 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 he wasn't going to encourage Trump to fucking continue down the fucking stupid-ass attitude path that he has, right? Like, because he knew that would not be a plus for Zelenskyy or Ukraine. So, yeah, I didn't see any of that. I mean, there was never a doubt in my mind, and still isn't, that all the Western European countries' leaders are behind Ukraine. I don't give a fuck what the Trump administration says. Dave says the Achilles heel for Trump supporters and Putin supporters is they're dumb, naive, scared, gullible, programmable. I mentioned dumb already, right? Yes, lemmings. Jay says we never raised his voice. He never raised his voice. He is far more patient than I am. Yeah, exactly. Like they said, people, to Jay's point, that people are saying, oh, it turned into a shouting match. Even reporters, it's like, there was no shouting match. I mean, unless it was a competition between Vance and Trump to look like the biggest idiot with the biggest mouth. But Zelenskyy never lost his cool for a second. How? I don't know, but he didn't. So I agree with Jay 100% on that. Max says, you forgot treasonous, Dave. Jim says, as a transportation professional, I'm not easily offended. As a transportation professional in a multicultural environment, I've been told to fuck off many times, sometimes even in English. Yeah, how many of those leaders at the UN? I think it was at the UN, wasn't it? Maybe it was one of the different summits or something, but telling Trump to fuck off. That was funny. Max says Zelensky should have started to walk out and said, "My bad. I thought I was meeting with allies." Yeah, I would have. There's many times, Mac, that come up and I say, you know what? Look, I can. You guys know. I know. I'm 54 years old. I had a damn good mother and a very loving father. My dad didn't have a whole lot of input on, like you really got it. I mean, my dad, he was a very liberal father. But yeah, to Mac's point, it's like, I we, most of us here were Gen X or older, and so we were raised a certain way, right? Um, I know how to mind my p's and q's and avoid all the curse words and shit when I need to, right? But I don't know. I wouldn't. I was thinking last night that this is why I wouldn't make a good politician or a good leader, because I dropped too many f bombs, and then I imagined that everybody'd be like, "Is that the only reason you wouldn't be a good leader, TV?" I don't know. I mean, come on. I couldn't be worse than Trump, right? Jim says Trump said that after the ambush that Zelensky kept saying negative things about Putin. What the apps? Yeah, who? I know. That's the shit. God damn it, Jim! I already fucking lost my shit a minute ago. I chewed Wes out, and I've chewed fucking Jankington off or out. Jankin off. Out. I know, man. I don't know what to say. I fucking. It's disgusting. But you know what? I am fucking channeling Bill's thoughts on this. Bill was pissed off after the election. He was one of the few people I seen that was pissed off for the right reasons and wasn't like fuck America, like John Owens did and a few others, like, or even our sister Dis, who she knows I love her, like talking about fucking voter fraud and election fraud. It's like, come on, you guys, that's not helping. But Bill was pissed off and said, we got to stop fucking being nice guys. And, I thought, look, man, and it took me probably 2 weeks to get where I sat there and dwelled on what Bill had said. It's like, look, man, I don't have the fucking most pleasant disposition you got all the time, right? Not saying I'm a constant dick, but today's stream is a good example of me having a mouth. And I thought, man, is there ever a time where it's gonna make any sort of difference where either we're shitty or not, if we're just focused and working, doing the hard work, trying to reach our goal of turning shit like this mess around? And I thought, does it make any difference if we're not the best example we can be? And I thought, probably not. And so maybe we do need to hammer down. And then I thought, I need to hammer down. I'm done worrying about what people think about my mouth or my attitude, or even if I get shit wrong sometimes. Because this isn't just another political disagreement or debate or, the red guys won this time. The blue folks will get it again sooner or later. That's how it happens. It's just way more than that, right? All right, you guys, hang on. My fucking dogs are ready to push through the studio door, so maybe they need to go out. I don't know what's going on, but one of them's whining at me. Hang tight. I will be right back. All right, I'm back. I do not know what their issue was. Holy. Check it out, you guys. I got fucking sun coming into the studio. Look at that shit. Hey! Go lay down. Goddamn dogs. I had to let them in here and now they're still fucking sweating me. It's like you got a whole fucking room on the other side of the fucking monitor or camera. Jesus. It's like, yeah, it's 21 degrees out. It's fucking cold out there today, but the sun's shining hard. It's been nice. It got cold last night, and it's been cold like this all day. But tomorrow's supposed to be starting to warm back up again, so I'm good with that. I can maintain, even though it's cold in the house right now because I don't have a fire going yet. It's not cold up here, but plus I got my awesome flannel hoodie on. Yeah, Jay says the GRU live stream from its White House agent. Imagine if that happened while Biden was president. Oh, it's fucking disgusting. You know, imagine if Biden had fucking 34 felonies. Yeah, it's, you know, not like we don't know that they're fucking not like we don't know that they're hypocrites, right? Trump banned AP and Reuters, but invited Russia state-run TASS into. You gotta be kidding me, right, Dave? TASS was in the Oval Office? That's insane. Yeah, I didn't know that he had banned Reuters. I think Reuters is a legit company. I mean, I've seen stories from them that I wonder why they posted them, but Jim says quit primping. GQ has taken a hard pass even with the flannel hoodie. Fucking looking dapper as fuck today, Jim. What are you talking about? I got my Carhartt t-shirt on. This is a peach shirt. Does it look peach? Probably looks kind of yellow, don't it? Or orangey maybe? I don't know. Now you got me all fucking self-conscious, Jim. Dave says, remember in 2016, Trump said he trusted Russian intel over America. Yeah. Well, Dave, at the exact same time, I think he outed our longest secret agent. Right? Been 37 years or something like that. Fucking ruined, ended his career. The longest agent we've ever had. Screwed him. Obviously you got to be pretty good. Not only, I mean, to be the longest agent employed in our intelligence agencies, you probably have to be productive. So, yeah, that's kind of crazy. Peeled peach. Yes. Yeah, more the inside of more the flesh color. I agree. These fucking t-shirts are nice. This thing's heavy, man. I mean, like, I'm not like a fucking redneck Carhartt kind of guy. I mean, I like Carhartt shit. It's good as fuck. I've invested myself into snow pants, and I have one Carhartt coat. The shit lasts forever, but it's hard to beat, so Yeah, I think the kids got me this shirt, and then I got another Carhartt shirt or something. I think I have Carhartt pants, jeans on right now too. Whatever, man. I just wear what the wife or the kids pick up for me. Songbird says back when W was in office, Roscoe, go on or I'm gonna kick. No, lay down or you're getting booted back out of here. Fucking hound dog. Songbird says back when W was in office, as the story goes, a CIA officer was outed. Of course, it didn't come from Bush. Right. Jim says, thanks for wearing pants, TV. We appreciate it. I have never done one of these streams in just shorts. I have sat here in my sweatpants, though you guys would not know when. Yeah, as long as my camera doesn't drop, we're all good. You guys are all good. Nothing to worry about there. Song says Valerie Plum or Plame was her name. Had to look it up. Valerie Plame was her name, was her name, was her name. Yeah, I honestly just kind of put this up quick. Like, I'm like, you know what? I got nothing to do for a little while. I'm home alone with the dogs, like usual. I'm home alone with the dogs until tonight. There goes my nose again. And so I'm like, well, I got to get a fucking stream going, give everybody a place to yap. And I'm like, I guess I can get on camera for a minute and say hi to everyone. And then 2 hours later, hour and a half later, I'm still sitting here just fucking running my mouth nonstop. I appreciate you guys, though. This has been good. Every time we do a stream lately, a lot of folks coming in right away to start yapping. I love that. Helps keep me sane. Helps keep me grounded. Spam, 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 spam. Wow, that's really disgusting. Fucking Trump inviting fucking Russian fucking propaganda media into the White House, into the Oval Office. What the fuck, you guys? Hey, Trump said something about too, in reference to Putin. He says, "Yeah, I will go there and or make a visit there, and Putin will come here. I don't know. We'll see, because you know how Trump is. He says shit and then he immediately fucking backtracks or says, well, it might happen, it might not. You know, you guys have heard his fucking nonsense. Like, if you watch that fucking presser from yesterday, holy fuck, Trump makes zero sense about anything. He is just, it's just fucking re all the way. I mean, it's like it's boring. Like the fucking me ripping up spending an hour on 22 minutes of his fucking presser the other day, or the fucking cabinet meeting the other day, right? It's like, why am I even doing this anymore? Everybody knows what a complete fucking quack he is. Like, nothing he says is coherent whatsoever. So, but I don't know, man. I guess it's legal for Putin to come here, right? There's no way in hell Trump would ever in a million years. I do not give a fuck how much Putin knew he had Trump in his pocket. There's no way Putin is coming to America. There's no way. He probably would. I can't imagine he'd be safe. Are we really going to let a bunch of his Secret Service in here and all that kind of... It's a goddamn joke, though, right? Like, why do we need Putin here? If you want to fucking go over to Russia and meet with him, great. Send political envoys, whatever it is. But why the fuck would we ever need Putin here? And if you really, like I just said a minute ago, it's like, if you think fucking Putin would ever come here, you're fucking quack. There's no way that man ever wants to come to America. No fucking way. For one, he's got to be ultra paranoid for good reason. I can't imagine it'd be safe here for him. Jim says, 3 days in the hospital, I lost track of how many nurses saw my junk. Frankly, didn't care. Jim, I had that experience a couple of years ago when I had to do a just like this general physical or a limited physical or something for a DOT license. And I went in the room, and there was a bunch of us. There was like 4 of my guys from work, right? Because I was in the office at that time. So it was me and 4 of our guys out in the field that went in to get a physical so we could drive the dump trucks. And first late, I go in the room and one nurse or whatever weighs me and checks my height and this and that and asks me some few basic questions about how I feel, blah, blah, blah. Then go in, and it was a PA, I'm guessing. And she sat there. She's like, go ahead and hop up on the table. Or I think it was up on the table. And she sits down and she's looking at her fucking clipboard and asks me a few questions. She's like, all right. And she just scoots up on the edge of her chair, and it's on wheels, right? And she's like, yeah, just go ahead and drop your drawers and look up for me for a minute. And so I stand up, drop my drawers, and she fucking scoots her chair right up there, puts her finger up under my nutsack and says, cough. I'm like, whoa, you couldn't tell me that you were going to fucking check my nuts? I'm like, God dang, well, that hasn't happened in a long time. I'm completely comfortable with it, right? You could tell that even though she's used to that kind of shit, it's like, it's probably never enjoyable. And it's like, I was in the office, I was fucking clean and maintained. I don't know about the guys that were out in the field going in there and having to fucking drop their drawers for it, but whatever. Should never complain about a woman checking out your junk, Jim. I would worry about that too, Jim, even though I would hope that the nervousness would keep me from getting excited. What was it? There's some actor telling a story once that he went to do a love scene with this actress, and before the scene, he went into her dressing room, and he's like, I just want to apologize now if I get excited, and I want to apologize if I don't get excited. So that's how I would be. I would just like, I apologize if things start getting worked up while you're down there doing what you need to do. And I apologize if it doesn't, I guess. I don't know. That's good shit. Jim says only was the bed bath. Only problem was the bed bath. The water was warm. She lifted my sack, smiled at me, and hello. James, what's up, my brother? James in the house. James is probably doing his, it's about, 3 or 4 in the morning, Sunday morning for James. He's up early. 3, 4, 5 in the morning, probably. James is up there. James is up early on Sunday to get his goddamn yard work done so he don't get chewed out. Bama, what's up? Cheers to you. "6:30 a.m. All right, James isn't up super early. It's early for a Sunday, though, I guess. We'll give him that. I think James is like me, though, and fucking rarely sleeps. I thought about that what was I talking to Casper, and there's a Canadian streamer that we both will hang out in his chat every once in a while. I was talking to Casper last night, and she was like, I told her that I was gonna might do a fucking jam stream tonight or something. And I'm like, fuck, man, cause she's in Ireland. It's like 8 o'clock at night here is like fucking 2 o'clock in the morning in Ireland. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, and she's always comes by and says hi and hangs out for a little while. Yeah, 91 degrees. Jim says, son of a bitch. Yeah, Bama says we all have insomnia now. That's kind of true, sister. Like, it's very tough to get any real rest with all that's going on. James says it's fall now and the leaves look messy. Oh my God. I think it's TV2 Live, Jay. Hold on. Yeah, I think it's TV2 Live. I try to do all my social media accounts as TV2 Live. I think my ex was TV2 Media, but because I couldn't get to TV2 Live. Oh, you know what, though? I guess I could just grab it, right, and post the link. Jay, you can try this. Like, let me know if you're able to find me there. It was just, yeah, it was my profile link, but because when I clicked on just home, it didn't actually have TV2 in the URL, so I don't know. Maybe it's just, it is TV2 Live, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Holy shit, I got 13 followers. Oh, sweet. All right, you guys. I got a text I've been waiting for, so I am going to fuck off for a little bit. But you know what? I'm just going to keep this chat up because that's what I want to do. I just want to keep the chat up. I'll be in and out throughout the rest of the day, but then I think I'm going to do another stream tonight. Maybe some music or maybe just sit here and yap with you guys. But I'm going to leave this up for everybody to come and go as they please throughout the day. So, because I don't know. I think I don't know where all else we meet at, right? Laura's here. And unfortunately, the White House chats. All right, Jay's got me. I see you now, Jay. Let me follow you back. Followed you back, brother. All right. I'm going to let you guys go. The stream's going to stay up. That was pretty good. That was fun, I guess. I got a little bit worked up. Wes, I love you, brother. I hope don't ever take anything I say too personally. I mean, I'm frustrated, dude. And I know you have good input and shit to say, but sometimes maybe I just read you wrong. I don't know. Anyways, as far as the Yankee jerk off guy goes, you can get bent. You fucking putz. You couldn't answer one goddamn question. You came in here running your mouth without fucking putting your thinking cap on. Look, I get it. We're used to that with Trumpers. All right. I'll see you guys soon, all right? I'll probably just pop back up when I get back home.